Hey guys, welcome back to Builds by Maz. Today I'll be comparing 3 of the most popular home flooring types and going over some key differences to help you determine which might be best for your own home. Note that all the flooring tested here is from Floret, and the construction and features of the flooring shown in this video may not translate across other brands. Let's get started. Here's a comparison chart I made showing the difference between LVP, laminate, and engineered hardwood. I'll go over this again at the end of the video in more detail once you've had a chance to view everything. As I mentioned, all the flooring shown and tested is from Floret. It's a direct-to-consumer brand, meaning they have great prices, but their products aren't available in store. But they do offer samples of any of their flooring products, so you can check out the link below and use code MAXFLORET to get 50% off any sample order. So if you look at their website, you can easily find their 3 main product lines: luxury vinyl plank, laminate, and engineered hardwood. These are all great flooring options, but they have their differences. So let's start with LVP. This first piece on the bottom here is Floret's base LVP. It comes in planks that are 6 inches wide by 48 inches long, and this is actually what I have installed throughout my entire home. LVP stands for luxury vinyl plank, and it's sometimes just referred to as vinyl flooring. It's made primarily of limestone and vinyl with an aluminum oxide coating. LVP in general is pretty thin, and this plank is 5 millimeters thick, and you can see that it's quite flexible. Now this does also make installation easier, which I'll show you in just a bit. Also note that Floret's LVP comes with a pre-attached underlayment. This is a thin foam layer on the backside, which is going to provide a little bit of cushioning, sound dampening, and can also help with very slight subfloor imperfections. LVP is generally patterned to mimic the look of real hardwood. Sometimes the pattern is just printed on the surface of the plank, but Floret actually uses real texture, so you can feel the grooves within the wood grain, which adds to the overall realism. One of the best parts about LVP is how easy installation is. There's a tongue and groove system on either end of the plank, which allows you to attach them by simply placing one at an angle and sliding it into the next plank and then laying it flat. You can then tap the edge with a block and hammer to make sure you have a good connection, but that's it. There's no glue required between planks, and you also don't need to glue it down to the floor. It's also extremely easy to cut the planks to size when you get to the end of a row during installation. All you need to do is line up a speed square on your cut line and score the plank 3 or 4 times with a sharp razor blade, and then you can just snap it and it'll give you a clean cut. It's convenient and there's no mess, which leads to a faster installation. Every flooring option also has a protective layer on top called the wear layer. Each flooring type has a unique style of wear layer. For LVP, it's an invisible layer on top that's measured in mils. Each mil is 1/1000th of an inch, and you want it to be as thick as possible because it wears down over time. I cut into it a bit here so you can see how it looks. Industry standard wear layers for LVP are between 6 and 12 mils thick, but Floret's base LVP is 20 mils thick, giving extra protection. Next, we'll look at these larger planks. This is Floret's signature LVP, which is a more premium vinyl flooring option. You can see the difference in size compared to the base LVP. Remember, the base is 6 inches wide, while the signature is 9 inches wide. It's also 72 inches long versus 48. The signature plank is also 2 millimeters thicker, and it also has double the wear layer at 40 mils. It's still made out of the same vinyl and limestone material, and it retains its flexibility. It also has an extra 0.5 millimeter on the underlayment. But there's no change to installation. The plank's still attached the same way, and you can still cut it with a razor blade. Looking back at the website, there are 25 colors of LVP to choose from. For this video, we'll explore this Nakan color. It's one of their most popular, and it's what I chose for my own home. Clicking into it, you can view all the options and specifications. The base runs at $295 a square foot, which is incredibly affordable, and it's the cheapest option of everything we'll look at today. Clicking through the photos can give you a really good idea of how the different plank styles look. As you can see, the signature planks are much larger, but one thing to note is it will speed up installation because you'll have less cutting to do. There is a third style of Floret LVP called Craftsman. This is the same as Signature in terms of wear layer, quality, and price. The only difference is the plank size. These are long planks that are less than 3.5 inches wide. It's a really unique LVP option for those who like the traditional narrow hardwood look. As far as I know, Floret is the only place where you can get LVP in this specific size. There's one last LVP option, and that's the herringbone pattern. This has the same thickness and quality level as Signature or Craftsman, but it comes in a different shape to allow you to create this iconic herringbone pattern on your floor. This can give your home a really unique and upscale look. You can see that the individual planks are much smaller than any of the other options. To install, you'll face these wider tongue pieces towards the outside and then connect the ends at a 90-degree angle. You can then add on to that by connecting the next piece along the long edge. This installation definitely takes the longest because of the small plank size and the unique pattern, but the end result is definitely worth it. Each plank is also universal, so it can be used on the left or right side by just flipping it around, so that helps speed things up a little bit. Now that you've seen all the options for LVP, we'll move on to laminate flooring. Laminate is generally made of a combination of wood fibers and resin, and it's come a long way towards mimicking real hardwood. Here I'll do a comparison between the laminate and the Signature LVP. The laminate is quite a bit thicker at 14 millimeters. You can see when I hold it up, it's pretty rigid due to its construction and thickness. In comparison, the vinyl is much floppier, and there's a lot more flexibility. The laminate's wood grain pattern is also incredibly realistic, and like the LVP, it has texture that you can feel. Both options have the pre-attached underlayment, but while the vinyls is made of foam, the laminate's is made of cork and is 2 millimeters thick, which provides a little extra cushioning. Installation is very similar to LVP. It uses the same angle click system, and the boards don't need to be glued together or to the floor. The main difference is you can't just score and snap the ends. You'll need to actually cut it with a saw. The wear layer for laminate flooring is measured in terms of hardness instead of thickness like LVP, and there's not really anything for me to cut up here. The wear layer will have an AC rating, which stands for abrasion class. AC1 is the lowest, which is only suitable for guest bedrooms or very low traffic areas, while AC5 is the best and is suitable for high traffic commercial areas. Floret's laminate has an AC5 wear layer, so it's extremely durable. Another important thing I want to point out is that all the flooring options offered by Floret have a lifetime residential warranty, so you can feel confident no matter which flooring you choose. Finally, we'll look at engineered hardwood, which Floret offers in these 5 colors. This is made from wood composite with a 0.6mm oak hardwood wear layer. The core is ultra compressed during manufacturing, making it 3 times more durable than standard hardwood. Unlike laminate and vinyl, there's no pre-attached underlayment. Before installing the hardwood, it is recommended you get a standalone underlayment and install that over your subfloor first. The planks themselves attach easily with a drop-click system, and it can be installed with a floating floor method, or they can be glued down to the subfloor. The unique connection system also allows the planks to be waterproof on the surface. Price-wise, it is the most expensive option at $550 per square foot, but it's also the most premium flooring. You're getting a true hardwood, which the other floorings are just trying to imitate. Remember, the LVP runs from $295 to $495 per square foot depending on which style you get, and the laminate costs $450 per square foot. Now we'll run a few tests directly comparing the 3 floorings. From top to bottom, this is vinyl, laminate, and then hardwood. The vinyl is the thinnest at 7 millimeters thick, a 40mm wear layer, and a pre-attached foam underlayment. The laminate's the thickest at 14 millimeters, an AC5 wear layer, and a pre-attached cork underlayment. Lastly, the hardwood's in the middle at 9 millimeters thick, a 0.6mm wear layer, and no underlayment. I tested the rigidity of each flooring option, starting with vinyl. That's by far the most flexible, and you can bend it pretty easily. The laminate's in the middle, it has just a little bit of give, and the hardwood had no give at all due to its extremely dense core. This doesn't mean any one is better than the other, it's just due to different materials and manufacturing techniques. Next, I did some scratch tests. First with a fork, and then with a sharp razor blade. On all three samples, I used the fork on the left and the razor on the right. Starting with the LVP, the fork didn't make any marks at all. The razor blade did cut through a little bit, but you really have to look at an angle to see the marks it left behind. I'd give this an A for the fork test and a B for the razor blade. Next we have the laminate, and there was no damage at all from the fork or razor blade, so this gets an A for both tests. It really performed well. The hardwood also showed no damage from the fork, but the razor blade did scratch it pretty badly, so I'd give it an A for the fork and a D for the razor blade. Next I tested each flooring's capability to handle dropped objects by hitting them with a hammer. I did my best to hit them square on and with the same amount of force. You can see the hardwood bounced a lot more than the other two because it doesn't have the attached underlayment to provide cushioning, and that's why you'd want to lay down a separate one before installing your hardwood. Now all three of these actually get an A for this blunt force test. None of them had any damage at all. Ignore this white dust, that's just from my shop, but none of them had damage or dents into the actual material. I was really impressed by this. I swung the hammer moderately hard, and I don't think anything you drop would impact more damage than that. But just to take things a step further, I flipped the hammer around and hit each piece of flooring again with the claw side. This is representing significant damage, and it's pretty unlikely that anything would actually occur that could cause this. The LVP was the standout of this test. It hardly had any damage, just this one little mark here. Even though there is damage, I'm going to give this an A because you can hardly see it, and this was just really impressive. The laminate gets a C. It got beat up pretty bad at the impact spot, but there's no severe breakage or cracking. The same story with the hardwood. There's just damage right where the claw hits, and you could try and blend these spots in, but this also gets a C. One final thing to consider is how waterproof each type of flooring is. Vinyl is fully waterproof, and it's often the safest choice if you want to install one of these in a bathroom. Florette's laminate is waterproof for up to 72 hours, while laminate from other brands may only be waterproof for 24 hours. Lastly, Florette's engineered hardwood is topically waterproof, meaning it's waterproof on the surface. Note that this is often not the case with hardwoods from other brands, which may not have any waterproofing abilities at all. I also wanted to show that a fully finished floor remains watertight on the surface. I poured water onto the joint between these three boards, and nothing got through to the bottom. This should be the case for all three flooring types. Now let's look back at our comparison chart, and you'll notice that I've highlighted some of the key items in green. Starting with material, LVP and laminate are just two different ways to imitate hardwood, while the last one is obviously the real deal. Even though it's engineered, the surface is made of 100% oak hardwood, making it the most premium of the three flooring types. Looking at cost, the base LVP is the standout here at under $3 per square foot, which makes it a great budget option. But even the laminate and the hardwood aren't crazy expensive compared to some other brands. I really liked the thickness of the laminate, and that, combined with its AC5 wear layer, made it a really durable option. Now honestly, all of Florette's wear layers are pretty phenomenal when compared to industry standards, like 40 mils is huge for LVP, and I know it's confusing that each type of flooring has its own wear layer measurement system, but the AC5 is just unmatched in terms of durability and scratch resistance. Installation is pretty simple for all three, but LVP is the easiest, because you can snap and score the ends with a razor blade, requiring less time and tools. The LVP and laminate both come with pre-attached underlayments. They're just made out of different materials. And then the hardwood doesn't have one, and it would need to be purchased separately. All three floorings have a residential lifetime warranty, but again, this is just specific to Florette. All three did great with the fork scratch test, and none of them showed any marks at all. But the laminate stood out with the razor blade test. That was the only one that didn't show any marks, and again, that AC5 wear layer really helped with all these tests. All three floorings also stood up great against the hammer face, which simulates dropped objects. None of them had any dents or damage visible. But the LVP was the only one that could really stand up against the claw side of the hammer. I was really impressed by that result. The LVP is also fully waterproof, the laminate is waterproof for 72 hours, and the hardwood is just topically waterproof. Lastly, we have home value added. which can be a big deciding factor. Generally, LVP and laminate don't really add much value to your home, but hardwood is a premium flooring and it can add a lot of value. It's definitely the most high-end of these three floorings, and that's why you're paying the higher price. Finally, let's look at why you might choose each option. LVP is a great budget option, has easy installation, it does well on the damage tests, and it's fully waterproof, so it's great for anywhere in the home. Moving on to laminate. It's more expensive than the base LVP, but a cheaper version than hardwood. You've got great thickness and a really good wear layer, giving you excellent durability. If you're worried about scratches from pets or kids, I think this is a great option. Compared with vinyl, you're basically trading a little more scratch resistance for a little less waterproofing. Finally, we have hardwood. This is a premier option which can really make your home feel upscale. It did okay on the damage test, but again, it's going to add value to your home. I hope this video has helped you understand some of the key differences between LVP, laminate, and engineered hardwood. Remember, if you want samples of anything shown in the video, check out the link below and use code MAXFLORET to get 50% off your sample order. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe to the channel to see more flooring and home improvement videos. We'll see you next time.